to our daily word. It's Friday. It's the end of the week, and we are preparing ourselves, of course, for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all the celebrations that go with it. And so if you're able to join me today, I appreciate it. I know there's lots going on in people's lives and lots of preparations to be made and the searching for that final thing that we need to do. So I'm glad you could join me and carve out time to be with me. I appreciate it as always. Just a reminder, Sunday, full day, Sunday morning, we have breakfast starting at 9 o'clock downstairs in the fellowship hall. Then worship will follow downstairs as well. And then Sunday night is Christmas Eve worship. Just one service this year, 7:30 upstairs in the sanctuary. As always, we'll have a pop-up choir. They're going to lead us at the end of the worship as we light our candles and celebrate the presence of Christ, the incarnation of Christ into our lives. And so I hope you'll join us for all of those things that we have coming up. So today is our last daily word until January 3rd. I'm going to take next week off, and so join me again on Tuesday, January 3rd, and we'll begin again. So today is daily word number 837 as we continue our conversation. And I want to end our time together in this Advent season in 2023 with these words from Isaiah. And they're familiar words for us, of course. We hear them every year. They're a reminder for us. We talk about them. I talk about these words that are Advent candles of hope, peace, joy, and this week love. Help to be flames that disperse darkness, as it talks about in this text. So hear these words, familiar words. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who lived in the land of deep darkness, on them a light has shined. You have multiplied the nation, you have increased its joy. They rejoice before you as with joy at the harvest, as people exult when dividing plunder. For the yoke of their burden and the bar across their shoulders, the rod of their oppressor, you have broken, as on the day of Midian. For all the boots of the tramping warriors and all the garments rolled in blood shall be burned as fuel for the fire. For a child has been born to us, a son has been given to us. Authority rests upon his shoulders, and he is named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. His authority shall grow continually, and there shall be endless peace for the throne of David and his kingdom. He will establish it and uphold it with justice and with righteousness from this time onward and forevermore. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this. And so Advent heralds the arrival of Jesus, the Prince of Peace. And often in Scripture and even in our lives and in the world context, Jesus is often identified with peace. Peace that comes in all kinds of forms. Now, the secular world that we live in suggests that peace is some kind of blissful serenity or a sense of contentment that shields us from worldly trouble. Peace is sometimes only identified as the absence of war. When we're at peace and people can somehow see eye to eye. But I think for us in this time, in all of our lives, wherever we live them and however we find ourselves, I think it's better for us to say that peace is connected with Jesus deep into our lives and deep into the messiness of our lives. Frederick Buechner, who's a pastor and theologian, says that the peace of Christ doesn't bring the absence of strife, but the presence of love. Not the absence of strife, not the absence of war, not the absence of messiness necessarily, but but the peace of Christ brings love. And in our lives, we are filled with doubt and trouble and suffering. We have enough of that. But it's amazing that this Prince of Peace that Isaiah writes about, that we're going to hear about Sunday morning and Sunday night, it's a reminder that we are never outside or out of reach or out of touch with the unconditional love of Christ and of God in the presence of our lives. And so, of all the things that demand our attention, and it's a lot, just because we're in this holiday season doesn't mean that messiness goes away, doesn't mean that our jobs aren't messy, doesn't mean, that our families aren't messy, doesn't mean we've got it all figured out, because we don't, and we never will. It's just who we are as human beings. But this Prince of Peace, this people, us, who've walked in darkness that now see a great light, us, the people who've lived in the land of darkness, this light that shines on us, this presence of Christ is real and powerful, but it's about love. And we're going to light the candle of love on Sunday. And it really has always been about love. And whatever the question is, the answer is always love. And so for us, as we prepare to go through all this, and I know that some of it begins tonight and tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and all of next week, and whenever we can fit it all in, and eventually we'll take a deep breath. Let's be aware. Let's be aware of Isaiah the prophet. A child has been born to us, a son is given to us. Authority rests upon his shoulders. And he shall be called Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His authority shall grow continually, and there shall be peace for the throne of David. He'll establish it and uphold it with justice and righteousness. This peace is love, and it changes our lives. So, thanks for being with me for our time together this morning as we share our lives together. Enjoy Christmas and all that comes along with it in your lives and in your families. Look forward to seeing you both times on Sunday this week. So know of God's love that surrounds you, and know my love for you. And I will see you Sunday morning, and then again January 3rd at 10 a.m. Have a great day.